head and chest injuries. So this nigga got hit in the head, right? And he ain't died. Chest, he ain't died. Obviously, he broke 2 of his arms, and he's in serious condition, but he's not dead. So imagine a nigga like me benching like I can bench like probably 250 right now. You know what I'm saying? Leg press 8 plates. You know what I'm saying? For like 3 reps. Nigga like me. Gorilla hit me. Step back. My arms is shaking, right? I'm probably gonna fall on the ground. He probably gonna try to wail on me. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna roll around. I'm gonna roll over. You know what I'm saying? I'm agile, right?
I see money, I see money, I see bodies, I see dead niggas, yeah.
100 people versus a gorilla. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I literally was recording for like at least 6 minutes, but I realized my mic was not, connected. So, yeah. We're restarting this. Anyways, personally, right, I don't think it takes 100 people to beat a gorilla. At first, I did believe that a gorilla could actually clap 100 people, but due to more research and actually, looking into shit, I realized that gorillas aren't even all that we make them out to be. Yes, they're strong as shit. You know what I mean? Like, they're very strong. And, like, definitely it's going to take, a group of people to beat a gorilla. However, what people actually don't understand is that gorillas are not made for, like, confrontation. They're actually more just for intimidation. So, although they are very strong, the average gorilla is actually, like, probably, like, 5 foot. I mean, they're very short, man. I just learned that. I don't know why I thought gorillas were, like, fucking bears. You know what I mean? Like big as shit. But gorillas are actually not that big. Although they are, mad thick and shit. They're not that tall. So we already got like, size and, well, not size, but like reach and height advantage. But if we're talking about the average American, I mean, I guess it'll be pretty even. But even then, still a lot taller. The average American, I feel like it'll take like 20 people max, bro. I don't think it's gonna take 100 people to beat. 100 people is actually overkill, bro. Because what people don't understand is that gorillas don't fight for long. They're made for like short bursts. So probably after like a minute, maybe even like 30 seconds, they're gone. Like they're not gonna want to fight anymore. And I feel like after that, yes, people are gonna get injured. Probably like 5 people in my opinion, but after that it's like, bro, it's wraps. We going for the eyes, the throat, you feel me? Crush his skull with multiple hits. It's not 101v1s, man. It's straight up all at the same time. So I honestly think it'll only take like 20 people to beat a gorilla, like average people. If we're talking about people that actually hit the gym and are actually capable of, moving their body and actually, being not fucking weak and shit, I'd say like 10. I'd say like 10. You know what I mean? Probably like 10 people, bro. Especially if they're like above 6 foot. Yeah, easily. You know what I'm saying? Bench over 200. Strongest men on earth, like Brian Shaw or whoever the hell, I think it'll take like probably like three or 5 max, man. You know what I mean? Potentially 3. 3 or 4. So yeah, I actually don't think gorillas are as like obviously they're strong, but we kind of make them out to be like they're fucking Goku, man. They're actually not. They don't even like combat. If they saw 100 people, they would probably just run away, bro. Realistically, so yeah, guys. There's no need to test this out. I don't think it's worth injuring, like those people. You feel me? Gorillas are just minding their business, man, and I think we should just, mind our own business. You feel me? Now, chimpanzees, them niggas is demons. I ain't gonna lie. A chimpanzee will fucking kill it. Bro, them niggas will grab your balls, your eyes, everything. All right. Now I don't think a chimpanzee could even take 100 people. But that being said, those first probably like 5 to 10 people are cooked. I mean, they're fucking cooked. But that's it for talking about the average guy. You know what I'm saying? Especially in America. Holy shit. If we're talking about the average guy in America, GG's. Yeah, GG's. Anyway,
So recently, all of social media
yeah.
has been blowing up the debate of one gorilla versus 100 humans. The funny thing is that everyone seems completely divided onto who would win the fight. One side thinks that the gorilla would pull a Winston and just completely thrash the army of humans with ease, while the other
Yeah,
side
bro.
thinks that the sheer numbers would let the humans just beat up the gorilla like it's Naruto. But who is actually correct? Is a gorilla versus 100 people actually a fair fight, or is it?
Yeah, like
actually
niggas got
a
Mike
gorilla
Tyson
win,
and fucking
or do humans
WWE wrestlers in there, bro. It'll take like 5 of them
Make sure to
niggas.
like, subscribe, and let's jump right
Realistically.
in. Now, to begin, I think it's important to establish both sides of this fight. For the gorilla, we are assuming that this is essentially the strongest gorilla.
And look, I guarantee one nigga's gonna get absolutely dominated by him, alright? But then it takes probably like 2 other dudes hop on the gorilla's back, just start. Boy, these elbows, man. Hey, these elbows, man, strong, gang. You know, straight to the dome. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, boy, that skull gonna break. You know what I mean? That skull gonna break.
Species easily the largest and strongest would be a silverback eastern.
And they only weigh like 300 pounds, so
gorillas can stand at over 6 feet tall.
if we get like 2-3 dudes that weigh over 200, come on, man.
About 600 pounds or even beyond. However, this fails to capture how a gorilla's overall.
What the fuck did he just say?
To capture how a gorilla's.
Did he say 600 pounds?
500 pounds, with the largest ever being about 600 pounds.
Oh, he said the largest, okay.
However, this fails to capture how a gorilla's overall proportions drastically exceed that of a normal human, with a wingspan of over 8 feet, drastically more muscle mass, and far less body fat. In comparison to the peak gorilla, the group of humans will be made up of 100 average people.
Yeah, nigga, like, we're not fighting King Kong, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, niggas be watching too many movies. I do myself, so I am a victim of this.
Humans will be made up of 100.
Yeah, bro. 100 niggas is not beating King Kong. It don't matter how many humans. However, we're not fighting him because he don't exist. Relax.
Average people.
We are not fighting King Kong, man.
Nor MMA fighters or athletes.
Okay, yeah. So it's just
100 totally.
damn. So yeah, it's just average men. It's probably gonna take like 20.
Normal people with totally normal physical stats, with there being an equal.
Damn. Might take like 30. I don't know.
Number of men and women. Now, technically, average height and
nah, I'd take like 20. I think 20.
varies somewhat drastically.
It's gonna gas out.
Planet. So for this video, we'll be taking the stats from just Americans when possible. This means the 50 men in the group will be on average 5'9" and almost 200 pounds, while the 50 women in the group will be on average 5'4" and 100.
We including women too.
Now, to be fair, Americans are kind of
women getting fucked.
So ultimately, using the statistics of a healthier nation doesn't change these values very much, or the outcome, in my opinion. Still, either way, the gorilla is going to be far larger than any single human, exceeding them in height by a couple inches and being casually twice the weight.
This nigga's short as shit. Fat ass butt.
The average man. Also, just so we're all on the same page, this is what 100 people looks like. It's definitely.
Okay. First 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, what the first 4 they're gonna get hurt badly. The second 4, they probably gonna get a couple hits. But then the rest, the gorilla's tired as fuck. You know what I mean? The gorilla's tired as fuck. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, 100 niggas. Yeah, we got that, bro. Come on, man. 100 niggas, bro. Come on, bro. And then like, picture this like fucking 5 NFL players maxed out, like lineman type shit. Come on, bro. Like them linemen be big as shit, dude. Yeah, bro, we got this shit.
Small group, but it's also not a massive crowd by any means. A lot of college lectures have more people than this in them. With that being understood, who wins this? Determining the true.
I'd low-key thought 100 people was way more, in my opinion.
For multiple reasons. Firstly, gorillas ultimately are not a predatory species, so in comparison to something like a bear, a wolf, or any of the big cats, they rarely, if ever, go out of their way to attack you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like niggas like bears, lions, like them niggas are actually like demons, bro. We don't want to fight them niggas. We don't want to fight them niggas.
Secondly, unlike for humans that will willingly do experiments to test the limits of human strength, doing the exact same thing is almost impossible for gorillas because they're not just going to do a bench press for a couple of bananas, unfortunately. This causes most, if any, estimations of gorilla strength to be just that, estimations based off of their bodies and the very rare instances of strength that we have seen from them. Thirdly,
Yeah, whole time gorillas might not even be that strong for real. Like obviously they're strong, but like I feel like a nigga like Brian Shaw might be just as strong as a gorilla. You don't think Brian Shaw could choke out a gorilla, bro? Like really think about it. Them niggas 6'8", 400 pounds. Like I really feel like gorillas might not even be as strong as we make them to be, bro. If I'm being honest, because we've never really had a nigga box a gorilla, bro. Really think about it. Like we've never had a nigga actually try to box a gorilla. And although they may have like insane strength, they don't really know how to use it. So I feel like they just gonna try to like hammer you, but like I don't think alright, you might die. I'm not gonna die. But Brian Shaw, I feel like a Brian Shaw could definitely beat a gorilla, bro. Like the Brian Shaw versus the average gorilla, I feel like he would win, bro. Not unscathed. But if the nigga really wanted to live, I feel like he could win. I don't know. I feel like gorillas aren't like that for real. They just move. They just swing their arms and hope for the best. But you're not gonna die because it's not gonna be like they not getting a clean hit on Brian Shaw, bro. They gonna hit his legs, his abdomen, which is gonna be pretty fucking tough. They ain't gonna get no hits on his face. So low key, that nigga could like knee them. He could elbow them, choke them out. You feel me? So like niggas like me and Brian Shaw, bro, I feel like we could dead ass whoop a gorilla 1-on-1. Dead ass, bro.
there is a lot
Not gonna
of
lie.
hearsay and misinformation regarding gorillas, with most online sources claiming completely different stats for what gorillas are actually capable of. Finally, a lot of info about gorillas that does exist.
No. This look like a chimpanzee. A chimpanzee, them niggas is demons. Alright, imagine me with Brian Shaw's strength, which means insanely mobile, insane amount of stamina, but also strong as fuck. Yeah, you're done. You're done. Them niggas is violent, bro.
Exist is oftentimes really old.
Them
The biggest
niggas is
issue
violent,
though,
bro.
Is that inconsistent information. For example, one website says they can lift 1,800 pounds, while another claims they can lift
They'll grab your
twice
balls.
that at 4,000 pounds. Things
Huh?
get even more wild when these resources put it in terms of humans. Some claim that a gorilla is 8 times stronger than an average man. Another claims that they are 4 to 10 times stronger than a human.
Yeah, bro, we don't even know what we talking about. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Gorillas might not even be that strong, bro. Man, I ain't gonna cap. Nigga, I'm gonna test myself. I'm dead ass gonna go out to the wild and I'm gonna go find a gorilla. I'm gonna record it too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We gotta test this theory out, bro. Cause I don't think gorillas is that strong. Yo, how else did we survive back in the day, bro? I know niggas had like fucking weapons, but like nigga, do you really think that like a gorilla can beat like a fucking nigga like who else, bro? Nigga Mike Tyson, like I feel like Mike Tyson, that nigga punch a gorilla, that nigga he gonna swing his arms. Mike Tyson just gotta use his footwork, you know what I'm saying? Block them shits. He probably gonna fall. Alright? But then the gorilla gonna get a little tired and he just gonna Like gorillas don't really got that. They don't know how to fight, bro. So it's like I don't even think gorillas is that strong. I mean, not strong. I don't think they even that like that. I don't even think they're that much of a threat. You know what I mean? Like I'd be more scared like of a chimpanzee or obviously a lion or a tiger, obviously a bear, but a gorilla. Them niggas really like. I feel like they not really about it, bro. They low key pussy, dude. Like, I don't know.
Another source claims 12 times, with another claiming
Yeah, alright, dude. Like, they just saying shit.
Than a human. Clearly, the only consistency we see it on here is that gorillas are stronger than humans, but this much variation in number between sources.
Yeah, bro. Like,
that these numbers
obviously they strong, but like niggas talking about they finna one tap. Yeah, they'll probably one tap you. Nah, me. I'm eating that. So, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think I could take a gorilla one-on-one, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not saying I'm leaving with like no injuries, obviously, but I don't think I'm gonna die, bro. I don't think I'm gonna die. Not gonna lie.
Substantiated. So let's look to what actual researchers have said about gorillas, or what we have actually seen them do in real life. Consistently, gorillas have been seen uprooting thin banana trees, shattering protective glass, and have broken human arms in brief attacks. Smaller and weaker primates like chimpanzees.
Oh. 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 But he ain't dead. He ain't dead. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm saying. Bro, I haven't seen a report of a gorilla killing a human, bro. I don't think they like that for real, bro. Alright, suffered. Obviously this is a worker, right? Nigga probably some 170, 20%, 30% body fat, doesn't really hit the gym. Probably like 5'9", right? Suffered head and chest injuries. So this nigga got hit in the head, right? And he ain't died. Chest, he ain't died. Obviously, he broke 2 of his arms, and he's in serious condition, but he's not dead. So imagine a nigga like me, benching I can bench like probably 250 right now. You know what I'm saying? Leg press 8 plates. You know what I'm saying? For like 3 reps. Nigga like me. Gorilla hit me. Step back. My arms is shaking, right? I'm probably gonna fall on the ground. He probably gonna try to wail on me. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna roll around. I'm gonna roll over. You know what I'm saying? I'm agile, right? And then I'm probably gonna maneuver. Gorillas are fast, but they don't got that maneuvering. So I'm gonna juke them out. You know what I mean? Nigga gonna be slipping and sliding all over the place. Nigga gonna get a little tired, right? When I see he's a little tired, that's when I'm gonna go, jump on his back. Got him like these. Now, obviously, he got a thick ass skull, right? So I'm not gonna go for the skull. I'm gonna go for his right here. You know what I'm saying? It's called the windpipe. I'm gonna crush that shit, boy. I'm gonna crush that windpipe. He's done. Done. Now put in 2 more niggas in there. We got a nigga hitting his head. We got a nigga hitting his, probably like gouging his eyes or some shit. Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Man, put 3 of me in there. I'm whooping the gorilla, bro. I'm whooping the gorilla. I ain't gonna lie, these gorillas ain't shit, dude. I'm telling you right now, they ain't shit. We really we underestimating the human strength. How else do you think we got here, man? Come on, bruh. Come on, man. It's too easy, man. Put me in there, boy. I want the gorilla, bro. Just to prove a point, man. Come on.
Human arms in brief attacks. Smaller
I'm
and
out.
primates like chimpanzees have shown feats of strength 2 to 3 times stronger than that of a normal human, around to 8.
Yeah, I don't want a chimpanzee though. Them niggas is about it. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with a chimpanzee.
100 to 1,200 pounds. Given that chimps are less than a quarter of the weight of a gorilla, suddenly the 4,000-pound claims look slightly more valid and would approximately make them 8 to 10 times stronger than a human being lifting-wise, though strength and weight don't exactly work like that in a 1-to-1 ratio, clearly. Looking back to older information, the statements get harder to verify, but could also be potentially more legitimate, as these were real interactions in the wild. We have accounts from 19th century explorer Paul Chalu recounting gorillas snapping and bending metal guns with their bare hands.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's no video proof of this. It's just based off of
or even an older account from explorer Andrew Patel that recounts that 10 people were unable to pin a gorilla down. Finally, we have more speculative calculations around things like gorilla bite force and punching strength, which is incredibly difficult to calculate without, having the gorilla punch something that actually measures the force. Still, even the most lowball calculations put the gorilla's strength.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we talking about the average man is gonna take 20, bro. The average man is gonna take 20. You know what I mean?
At around 881 joules of force, with the highest being 3,660 joules of force. In comparison, humans output only about 74 joules with their punches, which would make the potential difference in punch power anywhere from around 10 to 50 times. I don't think really speed is something we really need to talk about here. It isn't like other power scaling topics where either side is a blitz difference faster than the other or anything like that. Gorillas and humans are simply comparable in overall speed, with the gorilla being a bit faster in bursts of muscular power, though such speeds aren't exactly
I'm
sustained.
juking at a gorilla, man.
Gorillas are stronger, larger, heavier, and more powerful than multiple humans combined. Either way, though, are the humans cooked? Let's get into it. Now, in a 1v1, 2v1,
That nigga Goku's getting tossed.
the gorilla could pretty easily take it. From everything we've seen, from historical accounts to estimations, a gorilla may legitimately be around 10 times the strength of average humans, making all of these random articles potentially correct even if they were just yapping. Single strikes and bites from a gorilla is going to be breaking bones of whoever is unlucky enough to be in range. As they tend to do, they can also easily grab, lift, and pull around any human they manage to grab. Furthermore, most attacks from a human are simply not going to legitimately harm a gorilla, the difference in the basic lifting and punching power being so immense that the person punching the gorilla would probably hurt their hands more than the gorilla's body. But as the number of humans increases towards 100, things get worse and worse for the gorilla for multiple reasons. Firstly, fatigue. Gorillas are not used to, nor are they really built for long, drawn-out fights. Most conflicts between gorillas only last a couple minutes at most, which is actually true for most humans as well. But while the gorilla might tear through 20, 30, 40 people, boom, there are still 60 humans the gorilla has to
Yeah, nigga.
Secondly, in this fight, strategy and coordination genuinely matter. For this fight to even happen, we kind of need to ignore the concept of fear for both sides. If a gorilla saw a group of 100 humans, they are very likely not going to attack. And
Exactly.
on the other side, if most people saw a gorilla beating up a dude, they're not going to jump in and help out.
That
They are
is
also
true.
running away. With that being said, if both sides legitimately want to beat the other with full conviction and no other options, 100 people can pretty quickly coordinate to absolutely bum rush on the gorilla.
Yeah.
Be able to attack every person at once, even 20 people at once, which brings up the third
Yup.
thing. Wait.
It's exactly what I just said, bro. 20 people, bro. I'm telling you.
As a gorilla is, especially a potentially tired gorilla, is simply not strong enough to hold off the weight of a coordinated group of humans. At the mid-end estimation of 1,800 pounds, even just 20 200-pound humans would be able to pin down a gorilla.
That is literally what I just said, bro. Oh my lord. Yeah, this is weight without applied force, bro. 20 niggas, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all niggas underestimated manpower. See, there you go. Sorry.
Gorilla, with the only claim to the contrary being from a guy born in the 1500s. Would people get hurt and probably be killed in this effort to pin him down? But again, there are 50 dudes all prepared to do this, let alone the 50 women. But pinning isn't enough. The gorilla would need to be defeated, and even without tools, humans should be able to actually hurt gorillas. While human punches are far weaker than the apes, human kicks are overall far stronger.
Yeah, I'm telling boy, a flying knee. Boy, I'm telling you, a flying knee straight to the fucking dome. They feeling that shit. And then putting in some elbows.
Can range from over 3,000 to over 4,000 joules, which is actually stronger than gorilla punches from a pure.
Yeah, sir. I'm telling y'all niggas. Yo, I didn't even know that, bruh. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. See, and this is why humans have the most stamina, bro. It's in our fucking legs, dude. Come on, bro. Nigga, one of these. Boy, one of these right there. I'm sending that gorilla flying, boy. Come on, nigga. Y'all ever seen a crane kick? Yeah, boy. Fuck you talking like. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit just made me happy. Cause us humans, for the longest, we ain't really had shit physically, bro. Like, all these other animals been fucking us up when it comes to physicality. But we finally got something, bro. our fucking kicks, man. Our fucking kicks and stamina, bro. That's why we the GOATs. Come on.
Energy output standpoint, as crazy as that sounds. So while
Shit.
yes, one guy randomly kicking a gorilla would probably do nothing, several dozen people all kicking at a gorilla's head while he's already pinned down would eventually take him out.
And notice how he said is stronger than a gorilla's punch. Niggas been kicked in the head plenty of times, bro. So that just means that a punch from a gorilla isn't gonna kill you, bro. It may knock you out if you're not built like that. But if you built like that, it ain't gonna kill you, bro. It just gonna hurt pretty fucking bad. You feel me? But nigga, put your hands up and shit. You'll be alright.
So yes, 100 humans could beat a gorilla. If gorillas were
Easily
a threat to literally 100 humans at a time, there would be far more stories of gorillas actually, killing humans, while we have stories like this for elephants or bears.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is this: humans most likely win.
Come on, this little ass nigga, bro. We whooping his ass. I'm whooping his ass, bro. Come on, be serious. Anyways, man, I hope y'all have been, enlightened. Shout out to this nigga. You feel me? Human 95 avenging Human 34 activating Kaioken. Yeah, bro, like, niggas really don't understand. I don't think niggas understand, like, we really built like that, bro. I think we need to take more pride in ourselves, bro. There's a reason we top of the food chain, man. Weapons and tools aside, I mean, we don't even really got to use our strength. We just use our minds. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need. We got to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyways, man, hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. But if y'all did, make sure you hit that like button. And if you already hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you know we're going to post next. If you're a big booty Latina or a big booty Asian, hit my line. And just remember, Jesus loves you, man. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Freestyle flows like Michael Phelps. Feel like MJ, cause I'm feeling myself. Morphine, catch me killing myself. Goddamn, man, I think I need